under the ocean lays out the SS Jackson. Let me tell you the history and how it was made and how everybody thought that this thing was a cruise ship. First off, the history of it. The SS Jackson was a very, very famous ship that led back all the way to 2010. 2010 is when it was first launched, and it was one of the largest cargo ships in history / cruise ship. Everybody thought it was a cruise ship because it was so large and luxurious. Although it carried a bunch of cargo and quite a few passengers over the years. They were going to manufacture it into a cruise ship, but they decided it wasn't time yet in 2018, and they still wanted to do some cargo. But right whenever they decided to do it, and they were heading all the way back to whenever this exact ship was on their way to the place where they were going to manufacture it into a cruise ship, it hit a stuffy bird and sank to the bottom of the ocean. Submarines all know right now where it is, and they are slowly taking stuff apart to build it into a cruise ship. They're going to call it after this cargo ship. Next up, how it was made. So, the Olympic, it was scrapped in around 1930 something. It was used for many other parts, but they decided to save some for this build. They were waiting for some for the cruise ships and cargo ships and land. And then 2005, they decided to use it on this exact cargo ship, making it a famous cargo ship after naming it what took away parts of the Olympic. Next, their sails over the years. This ship's first ever voyage on April 20th, 2010. It was at the exact dock, wherever the dock that it was launching at. There was not many of them, and they completed it to the next dock, but accidentally hitting another ship on the way. Next, they repaired it, and then they kept sailed until that time. Next, the landmarks of where this ship was. You all know, but not many people know besides the scientists that made this, that discovered it, and they haven't sold it out to the public yet. So I'm going to be doing it. Plus, I was the creator of the ship that I'm talking to right now. Whenever it hit it, it was trying to go back to that dock. Since it was not that far, since it was around was around the length of where the Britannic was, or the length of that dock. So, whenever it tried to sail as fast as it could, that just made it sink faster. And then did this, and then sank. And it only took like 30 minutes for it to sink. Next, famous passengers on that ship that survived, that did not survive. Since nobody on this ship survived. The SS Jackson ship, actually, I think a few survived, which were those that hasn't got lost. And those were a couple famous people, but most of the famous people did not survive. Let me talk about a survivor